In the early 1970s, a simple Raggedy Ann doll became one of the most infamous haunted objects ever documented. Unlike the porcelain version seen in movies, the real Annabelle doll looked innocent: soft cloth, red yarn hair, and stitched-on features. What followed would terrify even experienced paranormal investigators. The story began when a nursing student received the doll as a gift and brought it into her apartment, which she shared with a roommate. Almost immediately, strange things began to happen. The doll appeared to move on its own, changing positions when no one was home. At first, it was dismissed as imagination or coincidence, but the movements became more extreme. The doll was found in different rooms, sometimes seated upright when it had been left lying down. Handwritten notes began appearing around the apartment, written on parchment paper the women did not own, with messages that read, "Help us," and "Help Lou." Soon after, a male friend named Lou began experiencing violent encounters. He reported feeling a choking sensation in his sleep and waking up with deep claw marks across his chest, injuries that appeared suddenly and healed just as quickly. The atmosphere in the apartment felt heavy, oppressive, and hostile. Concerned, the women contacted a medium who claimed the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. According to the medium, the spirit was lonely and wanted to stay with them. Feeling sympathy, the women allowed the presence to remain, a decision that would later be described as a critical mistake. Enter Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators. After evaluating the situation, they strongly disagreed with the medium's conclusion. The Warrens stated that the doll was not possessed by a child's spirit, but instead was being manipulated by a demonic entity. They warned that the entity was attempting to gain permission to attach itself to a human host. The Warrens immediately removed the doll from the apartment. During the drive back, Ed claimed the brakes failed multiple times until he sprinkled holy water on the doll. Once home, the doll was placed in their occult museum. But even then, the activity didn't stop. The Warrens reported the doll levitated inside its case, and visitors claimed to feel intense dread, nausea, or sudden anger near it. One visitor allegedly mocked the doll and later died in a motorcycle accident the same day. Another reportedly suffered severe injuries shortly after ignoring warnings not to provoke it. Because of the ongoing activity, the Warrens sealed Annabelle inside a glass case, inscribed with warnings and blessed regularly by a priest. The case was meant to prevent the entity from escaping, and visitors were strictly warned never to touch it. To this day, Annabelle remains locked away. Museum staff and witnesses continued to report strange occurrences around the case, and many believe the entity attached to the doll is still active. Whether viewed as paranormal reality, psychological suggestion, or belief-driven experience, the Annabelle doll has earned its reputation as one of the most dangerous haunted objects ever recorded. A harmless-looking doll, a series of escalating encounters, and a warning that curiosity can sometimes come at a terrifying cost. Subscribe and visit the page for a deeper dive into these stories.